applause for David.
Thank you.
David is the leader of the Heritage Party and was a member of the London Assembly from 2016 to 2021, where he skillfully and wonderfully took apart Sadiq Khan. I love watching that, didn't you? Wasn't that amazing? Yeah.
Thank you.
He's also been a well-known and prolific anti-lockdown activist. He made us stand very bravely at that time, and he is once again with us to say no to digital ID. A round of applause for David.
Thank you. Thanks. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming to join us here in Cardiff City Centre to stand against digital ID. And I know many of you were there on the anti-lockdown protest to stand against lockdowns, to stand against coerced injections of experimental mRNA, and we won because they backed down and they stopped the no jab, no job regulations, and then they ended the mandatory program for vaccinating, or I say vaccinating, injecting people. But here we are again, and we got another battle on our hands, and we could see it coming over the summer because there was the propaganda being put out every day that digital IDs are coming, and then at the end of September, Sir Keir Starmer, boo. I know, I can hear you say it. I can feel it in your bones when I say Keir Starmer. Yeah, nobody likes him. I don't know what on earth he's doing in 10 Downing Street, but he announced it. We knew it was coming, and the announcement was totalitarian and tyrannical and dictatorial when he was said that every adult or every person in the UK would have to have a digital ID, and you would need that in order to get a new home, and you would need it in order to get a new job. And what I would say is, why do we need something that we've never needed before to do things that we've always been able to do for free? There is absolutely no need for digital ID to come in and to put new regulations and restrictions on us from participating in society in the way that we've always done. And this is why we say no to digital ID. And the heartening thing is that, like you here today, gathered in Cardiff in great number, we have people all over the country gathering in different places. There was a big protest in London last week. There are people speaking against it and opposing it online, even on the mainstream media. And we know that the popularity of this scheme has dropped from over 50% to under 20%. People do not want digital ID because we are a country that is based on freedom, and we have our fundamental freedoms, and this is something that militates against our fundamental freedoms in a way that is tyrannical, and the people are not going to have that. We stood up for freedom 2 years ago, 3 years ago. We're going to stand up for freedom again now, and we are going to win. They are not going to bring in digital ID. It's not going to happen. They are not going to have this brick card system. They are not going to force everyone to have a wallet on their smartphone by which we won't be able to purchase things in shops. And you know where this is going. The ultimate plans of the globalists that are behind this, Tony Blair and other people in the World Economic Forum and so on, that are pushing this not just in the UK but in 100 different countries at the moment. You know what they want to do is to make this a cashless society where we don't have cash, where you only have central bank digital currency, which is programmable, so that if you are a naughty boy or a naughty girl and you say something that is against what the government wants you to say, and you criticize the government or any of their policies, then they will stop you from purchasing things. And that is tyranny, and we're not going to have it. And the other thing they want to do, of course, is to make it, to have the social credit system, which you've got in China with the Chinese Communist Party, where you have points, not just for what you say, but are tied to carbon credits, so that they will stop you from buying petrol or eating meat if they say that you've eaten so much meat this month. Oh, your carbon credits are out. You can't do anything. That's what they want to bring in. People are realizing this now, and we're always called crazy conspiracy theorists, but we know that the difference between reality and a conspiracy theory is about 6 months. Everything that we say that we get smeared for as being a conspiracy theorist, it comes true within a very, very short time indeed. And this is certainly the case. And people around are waking up to what's going on. And I see people walking past here, the crowd, and they're listening and they're taking it in and their minds are being changed. So that's great. Thank you for being here as such a great witness to freedom in this country. But we do have to be careful. How much time have I got left? Oh my gosh, I've been speaking for 5 minutes already. While they are putting out this propaganda and announcements for digital ID and brick card, other things are going on where bit by bit they're coercing people to getting verified digital identification. And this is being done by stealth underneath the surface. It's not being spoken about in the mainstream media. And I think most of us here already know that what they're also doing at the moment is that they're forcing 8 million company directors to use the new government one login system in order to be able to carry on running a company, sorry. If you do not get digital verification as a company director, they're going to strike you off from being allowed to be a company director. So this is coercion by stealth to bring in digital verification, and to do this you need to have a photograph taken for facial recognition. So this is very, very sneaky. And another thing that they're doing at the moment is coming in through the ironically and perversely named Children's Wellbeing and Schools Act, which is putting in place a system where every child in the country has a unique individual signifier based on their national health service number, by which the schools will track all their attendance, all of their what they have for lunch. They need this to get into school, to get out, to register at the start of lesson. And also, they take their biometrics, so they'll be able to you will purchase your lunch in school with your fingerprints and with your facial identity. And this is all coming in, and it's being enhanced and accelerated and ramped up with this new bill coming in to do with children's well-being in schools, which is not to do with children's well-being at all. It's to do with monitoring and surveilling and controlling children and getting them ready to accept a system without thinking, because it will just be in their subconscious that this is how we do it. So even if this generation rejects it, they're going for the children again, like they did 4 years ago with the injections. They went for the children, and they're doing it now. We will win on brick card. We will win with this wallet on your smartphone, but they're also going for the children, and this is absolutely deplorable and despicable. There's so many ways which we can, just to finish off, I know I've only got a minute. There are so many ways to stand against this. We're here on the streets to protest, to rally, to do outreach, to talk to people in the city centre, to raise awareness of this, and this is going to be good. Many of you are on social media. Some of you even get interviews on the mainstream media where you talk about it and you raise awareness in those fora as well. But I would also encourage you, as the leader of a political party, the Heritage Party, I would encourage you to get involved in politics as well, because this will be a hell of a lot easier if we didn't have people like Keir Starmer and all of his ilk in politics, because they wouldn't be there to make all these rules and laws anyway, and we can make sure that nothing comes against us and we can restore our fundamental freedoms. Thank you so much for being here and listening, everyone. God bless you all. Thank you.